Mexicans want Americans to self-deport themselves out of Mexico. Yes, you heard me right. The Mexicans are saying, hey, Americans, it's time to go home. Deport yourself out of our country. Protesters took to the streets in Mexico City saying, no more gringos, stop stealing our land, demanding that local leaders regulate tourism and have stricter housing laws, saying that Americans cannot come in and buy up all the property there. Protesters soon became violent as they started smashing storefronts, looting stores, and harassing and screaming at tourists that are simply walking on the streets, telling them to go home. During 2020, a lot of Americans moved to Mexico because they could live cheaply there and they could continue to work in their American-based companies, so they were living large. Rent in the past 5 years has increased by 47%, and the people in Mexico are done with it. They're saying, we have had a mass invasion of Americans. They're taking over our land, they're bringing their culture here, and we're done. So Americans need to deport themselves out of Mexico. Sounds kind of familiar, right? We had a mass invasion here. Now we're trying to send people out of our country. Mexico's doing the same thing, saying, Americans, it's time for you to go home. We want our land back. Let me know your thoughts.
Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells. Eat your burritos. Eat your whatever you got back home. In Mexico, we already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families. We don't like MAGA people here in Mexico. And if you come, please do not bring your orange hat saying MAGA. Do not come with your shirt saying MAGA, because I've seen cases where MAGAs have been attacked by Mexicans in Cancun. At least they get knocked on their head, or at least they insult them, and we are right. We know you hate us in the United States, so why are you gonna come to Cancun with your offending us with your MAGA shirts or hats? Stay in the United States. You're better there. Why do you come to Cancun? Why do you come to Mexico? If you don't like us, stay there.
Keeping up with what's going on in Mexico, well, let me tell you, the nomads are getting kicked out right now. The same way Trump want to handle immigrants, the immigrants that move to Mexico that ain't Mexican, y'all are getting booted out, and I love it right now. They call y'all the nomads. For y'all to go over there and, with your little American retirement money and thinking you're going to go over there and get better housing prices and all that, while the orange man is over here treating Hispanic people like they not even humans, y'all deserve everything Mexico do to y'all right now. For every action, it's a reaction. The same way that the orange man is handling people over here, I love the way Mexican is handling you nomads. That means if you're American, Canadian, or wherever you are, Mexico is not the place for you to retire. Stay where you at and keep getting taxed and keep paying mortgage year after year, because you don't own shit here. They own everything. They even own your life. But in Mexico, I can go there and I can live great. They love me in Mexico. I actually stand with the people. We got a heart, man. Mexicans, I love y'all. It's us versus the world. One love.
Mexico no longer wants Americans in Mexico, and the reason why is because of this process called gentrification. And what that means is basically you have wealthier people moving into a neighborhood or moving into a city, and these wealthier people are okay because they are paying these cheaper prices. However, for the locals, now everything is going up. The cost of everything is going up because of the wealthier individuals moving into their neighborhood, and they don't want that. But also, the character changes. You see Americans, we have this American ideology of being able to speak freely and to change things when we don't like it. So these Americans are going to Mexico with these same ideologies, and they're trying to change that in Mexico. And the Mexicans are like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like being able to not afford going out there and getting my cheap tacos and my cheap beer and my massive amount of medication that is open, and I can't afford it now. They're not liking that, so they want Americans out. Isn't that crazy? Because in America, when we get tired of people burning our flag and protesting, looting, and basically taking our benefits and doing all that stuff, when we get tired of that, what happens here? Oh yeah, the Democrats basically get mad and tell their gangsters to go into the street and do dangerous things to our federal law enforcement agencies. So I don't know. Maybe I think the thing that's happening in Mexico is actually a good thing, because maybe it will teach some people a lesson. I don't know. But anyway, just crazy where we're at in this world.
In the protests in Mexico City, God, they're trying to kick Americans out. The city is being gentrified and rent is going up. They want them out. That's some funny shit.
Work in their American-based companies, so they were living large. Rent in the past 5 years has increased by 47%, and the people in Mexico are done with it. They're saying, we have had a mass invasion of Americans. They're taking over our land. They're bringing their culture here, and we're done. So Americans need to deport them.
A lot of these videos pop up about Mexican people not wanting MAGA to visit their country, especially their vacation spots like Cancun and Cabo. Let's listen to this gentleman's message to MAGA to stay out of his country.
Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells.
MAGA, why do you want to go to a country where the people don't want you? I had a similar experience like this in Cancun, Mexico. I was basically just sitting in the pool, minding my own business, and what do I see? Some stupid lady wearing a MAGA hat in Cancun. Of course, the only thing that came to my mind was, if you hate this country so much, Mexico, and you hate the people of Mexico so much, why are you here? Why are you swimming in their pool, eating their food, enjoying their culture? Why? Let's see what else this Mexican gentleman has to say about MAGA visiting his country.
We already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families.
MAGA, what has this gentleman said that isn't true? Everything he said is factual. But yet, you want a vacation to Mexico. Drink your tequila, eat your burritos, enjoy their food, and enjoy their culture. My message and this gentleman's message to MAGA, stay the hell out of Mexico. Have a day.